to our Premier League contributor, Gary Neville, who joins us from Anfield. And Gary, I know you were at Old Trafford yesterday. I'd love your opinion on the game, but also I want to get your opinion on maybe the wider picture of Ruben Amorim, who has remained in that job, maybe because of Bruno Fernandes's penalty yesterday, and the words that he talked about between the Grimsby game and the game yesterday against Burnley, when he said, Gary, sometimes I want to be here for 20 years, sometimes I want to quit, sometimes I love my players, sometimes I hate them. Where are you with a manager of that swinging emotion taking charge of a club the size of Manchester United?
Yeah, I think after the Grimsby game on Wednesday night, a couple of his statements where he said the players have spoken loudly, and other statements like that make you feel like he's on the brink of resignation. And that's where I was on Thursday, Friday, making contact with the club, trying to sort of get an understanding of where things were at. I think the feeling was on Thursday and Friday that he was just so emotionally unstable after the game on Wednesday night that he just put it down to that. It wasn't sort of any reflection upon him actually feeling like he's going to resign. But it is a worry because he does look like he obviously wears his heart on his sleeve. He speaks with truth beyond probably a level that anybody in the media would expect, let alone the press officers at Manchester United. And yesterday I was at the ground. I went to the stadium to watch the game. I thought first half United should have been probably a couple up. But when it goes in at 1-0 at half-time, you sort of have a sense of what's coming in the second half. And Burnley got better in the game. And yeah, that late sort of penalty was a big moment for him. But look, it gives him a couple of weeks during the international break. But United do have really tough fixtures after the international break. They play City and Chelsea straight away. So it's not going away, this one. And the interviews, I think, are just going to have to settle down a little bit. I'm not saying he needs media training because we like it, obviously. We want managers to be expressive. We want them to speak the truth to us. But there are moments whereby I think he leaves statements hanging in the air and you're thinking, what did that mean? I think if he's clear about what he means when he speaks, that's fine. But sometimes when you say some of the things that he says, you're thinking, well, does that mean he's resigning? Does that mean he's being sacked? Does that mean he hates his players? He doesn't like his players? He likes his players? It's a bit all over the place.
As you say, though, Gary, we absolutely love that in the media. The game that will happen behind you in a few hours, Liverpool against Arsenal. Is this game today, Gary, going to be more about the defence or the attack?
Maybe more defensive for Arsenal. But what I'm really hoping is that Eze plays on that left-hand side. I'm hoping that he plays there for a number of reasons. One, because I think that his introduction last week was fantastic. You know, he's ready to go. He's a Premier League player. He's not someone who really needs to get used to playing at Anfield. He's played here before. But I also think Liverpool have got an issue at right-back. They've not been able to deal with that position in the early parts of the season. We don't quite know who's going to play there today. So, for me, I hope he plays and makes Arsenal as attacking as possible. Be brilliant to see Gyökeres. But Arsenal, we know in these big matches, they do sit back a little bit. They're a little bit more soak-it-up type of team. Whereas Liverpool, I think, can only play one way, and that's going forward. And it should be two different styles that really come together nicely.
And you think what will happen?
I think it'll be a draw. I think it'll get to a point whereby with 25 minutes to go, I think they'll be level and there'll be a bit of, this is early in the season, it's a big match, the international break's coming up, maybe we just take this battle down the road. I hope that's not the case, Rebecca. I hope we get a blockbuster, but I feel it might be 1-1. However, Arsenal, I feel, have got to go and win one of these big games away from home against City or Liverpool. They've got to go and shake it up. They've got to go and step up this year, and this would be a big telltale sign if they can do that today. Yeah,
it's a statement match for sure. Gary Neville, thank you so much for joining us. We'll speak to you in a couple of weeks.
Thanks, Rebecca.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host of NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos all season long. And for even more Premier League content, from original series to live matches, head over to Peacock.